happening, y'all? Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Creatia Conversation, the number one news source for all that nerdish on the hub. I'm your host, Lord Cuss-a-Lot Travis Porter, aka the Dragon King, aka Big T, aka T Money, aka Sweet T, aka Black Merlin, aka the HNIC. And I'm joined today by my co-host, Big BZ. Bridget Holmes, how you doing?
Doing all right. How about you?
Doing all right. Feeling good, feeling great. It's a good day.
Good.
How are things? What you been up to? What you been watching? What you been playing? You know, all that stuff that we talk about.
Yeah. I'm doing all right. Still watching Demon Slayer for the most part. Still playing Disney Dreamlight Valley for the most part. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. What about you? What have you been playing and watching?
Well, Bridget, Big Brother's back. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. The premiere was on Thursday night. Wednesday, Thursday, one of those. We watched it live that night. Next episode was last night. Didn't get a chance to watch it yet because had D&D last night, but I'll be watching it today. Looking forward to that. But as far as other things, the Righteous Gemstones on Max as a fun show. I enjoy that very much. My Adventures with Superman also on Max is one that I've been watching. Great show. I'm thinking
Have you been watching Invincible at all? I think the new one is coming, or is it out?
It's coming. They did a special just came out last week.
Yeah,
and I did watch that. Yeah, it's like a kind of an origin story of forgot that girl's name.
The pink girl.
Yeah. We did watch that. Pretty good. Makes me kind of ready for the new show though. So
yeah, it was good. It's a good move for them to put that out first and then
exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's it as far as what I've been watching. Nothing else new, but I have been playing something, Bridget. I don't know if you knew this. There's this little game that just came out called Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know if you've heard of it. Have you heard of it?
Oh, I think I have heard of it.
Yeah.
Mention it. Yeah.
So it's a big fucking deal, basically. It's
a big fucking deal. Okay.
Yeah, you were there the day of of launch when we did a live gameplay of it. I plan on doing another one pretty soon because that was fun. But yeah, I've been playing that, and everything else that I was playing no longer matters to me. So
I get it. Goodbye, Final Fantasy.
Yeah. I forgot that game existed. It's don't get me wrong, I loved it. It was a great game. I'm now in a place where I don't know if I'll ever get back to you. Like
I get it. Same though. That's what happened to me with like Disney. I'm like, well, my only worry is that I'll forget all the buttons to Final Fantasy when I try to come back. I'm scared.
The problem with that is like I want to get back to Final Fantasy 16. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know when I will, and even so, Starfield comes out next month. So it's just like between Starfield and Baldur's Gate 3, I don't know what else in the world I'll have time for.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, and Spider-Man 2 comes out in October. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like it's just, is it gonna be a thing where I just don't buy any new games next year because this year has just been jam-packed full of shit that I want to play?
Honestly, I sometimes feel like the best thing to do is wait to buy stuff until you're ready, but I don't have any self-control, so I can't really preach that. But
I would say in certain situations you're right.
Yeah.
But then there's times where I'm incentivized to go ahead and get it now, and so I do that. Like with Baldur's Gate 3, there was no way I was going to wait on that anyway. But Also, you get it on PC, you get the early access, get the early access version. You automatically get the deluxe version. So pre-ordering it, get you the deluxe version at regular price, which gets you extra items and all that kind of stuff. So it was like, yeah,
I do love a good deluxe version.
yeah. At the at the price of the standard version, yeah, give me all that.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and did that one. The other,
Did you do deluxe for Final Fantasy or no?
no,
I did. I did do
I don't
that.
even know what was involved in that. So
Some potion, like some extra potions and some like a broken sword. And by broken I mean like OP, like and some armor. But I was like, I don't love cheating in that way, but I was like, let me just choose one of these things to use. So I chose the sword until I got a better one. So it's not just like the best sword the whole time, at least. But yeah.
Really only used for like an early game stuff.
Yeah.
When you're not really gonna die anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But it makes killing stuff a little bit quicker.
I hear you. Okay. Well, before we get into like our real news, I wanted to talk about this one thing from this article from Insider. Apparently, major fast food chains like Taco Bell, McDonald's, and Burger King are being targeted by more false advertising lawsuits. But unfortunately, few of the unhappy customers are actually reaping the rewards there because, yeah. So here's the thing. They've been out here lying. We know this. They always lying. Their advertisements, their stuff never looks like the pictures and all that kind of stuff.
Right. We all know that.
Yeah. So, more customers at fast food restaurants such as McDonald's and Taco Bell are ordering their favorite combos with a litigious appetite, mounting false advertising lawsuits when they feel their food doesn't match glossy pictures. But the rise in the legal actions, with one of the latest efforts being aimed at Taco Bell's Crunchwrap Supreme, has not necessarily meant that customers have been successful against fast food giants. An expert in class action lawsuits told Insider. Between 2020 and 2022, consumers filed at least 200 class action lawsuits concerning false advertising in food products, according to QSR magazine. On Monday, a New York man filed a proposed class action lawsuit against Taco Bell, arguing that photos of Taco Bell's ads for their Crunchwrap Supreme, vegan Crunch Wrap, Grande Crunch Wrap, Mexican pizza, and veggie Mexican pizza do not live up to the real items, some of which the plaintiff alleged included half the advertised amount of beef. His was the latest claim in a long line of complaints that chains are skipping on their portions. Here's how others have played out. Why'd you say ill?
I was looking at the picture of the bourbon bacon burger, the Wendy's one, like what they got versus the picture, and it's like, oh no, that's not.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Where's the bacon? Oh,
literally, I'm like, is that pile?
That one little thing right there. Yeah, that's one where I take that back. Like, no, you're gonna fix this, bro.
Especially like they said $9. You must be. You got me fucked up
ain't
for
no
real.
way. So, let's see. How others played out. Say the law firm representing the New York plaintiff also filed a lawsuit last year in Florida, accusing Burger King of advertising their burgers to be 35% beefier than reality. NBC News reported. The lawsuit claims that since 2017, Burger King has advertised menu items that appear larger than they are when ordered. In the lawsuit, the corporation rejected the allegations and said that the customers' concerns were not shared by others. Bullshit. We just don't complain about it because we expect it. But because every sandwich is handmade at the restaurant, the look of each sandwich necessarily will differ, attorneys for Burger King wrote in a court filing. In some cases, big chains can afford settlements and some policy changes. Typically, major restaurant chains can survive litigating those types of class action lawsuits. Or lawyer specializing in class action lawsuits for Buchalter Law told Insider. Judge ordered the parties to mediation in February 2023, and after the parties reached an impasse, the judge stayed the case indefinitely. Then we got this Wendy's ones you're talking about. That same firm also mounted proposed class action lawsuits against McDonald's and Wendy's on similar grounds, according to Reuters. The two fast food companies are listed as defendants in the New York-based class action lawsuit, which claims that through their ads, McDonald's misrepresents the size of their hamburger patties and the amount of toppings used.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, each one is handmade. I'm like, okay, sure, but the beef just ain't beefing the way the picture is looking.
Yeah. In particular, the lawsuit features customers unhappy with the actual size of Wednesday's bourbon bacon burger. The lawsuit claims that food stylists for the food chains used undercooked patties to make the burgers appear larger. According to the Washington Post.
Well then.
So yeah. For McDonald's, using YouTube and Twitter screenshots, the plaintiffs allege that McDonald's burger advertisements show patties that are 15 to 20% larger than in reality. Both Wendy's and McDonald's lawyers have filed motions to dismiss the case. Attorneys for Wendy's said that the images submitted by customers misrepresented claimers on their own ads.
Okay.
Attorneys for Wendy's said that the images submitted by customers misrepresented disclaimers on their own ads. So they're saying there's disclaimers on those ads. That's what they're saying. We have disclaimers there, and they're, I was wondering, like, I feel like something like this has been brought up before, and I'm guessing there have been some disclaimers added now for that very reason.
Right.
Which is why I didn't think these would ever end up going anywhere anyway. Let's see.
Even still, it's funny, like, even in like the Wendy's when they have in the advertisement, the bun is like huge.
Mm-hmm.
And the bacon is just, there's so much bacon.
Yeah.
And even the Dr. Pepper in the background, it's like, y'all don't give nobody no glass anyway. Like, just put it in the Wendy's cup with the straw. That's not what
yeah. You are absolutely right. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the drinks are the lies also.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's let's see. Here's a quote here from Wendy's attorney. The complaint is devoid of any allegation that the burgers plaintiff ordered and received were the wrong weight before cooking, or that they were missing any of the identified toppings. Wendy's attorneys wrote in the filing. The case is currently in discovery. There's a high bar for success in proposed class action food lawsuits like these, been told Insider. First, plaintiffs need to convince a judge that any reasonable customer would be misled. And if they fail to sway a judge to make it a class action lawsuit, the lawsuit could be limited to damages amounting to the cost of the fast food item for the individual bringing the suit.
Wow.
Customers who make these claims have to prove the company lied and did not solely exaggerate in ads. But yeah, there's more to this. This goes on and on. We're not going to talk about this for the entire episode.
Like,
but yeah,
I get it. Like, false advertising can be tricky,
Yeah.
But exactly. There is a level of just straight up lying, like, or just straight up like, we have this image simply to make you come because it will make you hungry, but it's not actually what you're gonna get. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's that. I just wanted to talk about that for a second, mostly because fast food places irritate me on a regular basis, but I keep going.
Same.
Like, I was really upset the other day because I want to say this was Saturday. Amani wanted Chinese food. I really don't like Chinese food, but there's a Taco Bell.
I get that.
Yeah, but there's a Taco Bell like right by this Chinese restaurant. So I was like, I'll pick up her food and then I'll order some Taco Bell on the app and pick it up on the way home. Easy peasy, right? It should be. I leave out of the Chinese food place. I start putting the order on the Taco Bell app, and they're like, this location is not accepting online orders. I'm like, nigga, what?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'll ride up there because, like I said, it's almost in the same little mini mall complex thing. It's like not even a block away.
Right.
I get up there and they're closed. I'm like, it is 7:30. Like,
Wow.
why are you closed? And it's not the first time it's happened with that particular Taco Bell. Like,
Yeah, like either
it's
just
always on a
closed or not.
Saturday. Like, it's
Yeah.
always on a Saturday when this happens. So
That's interesting because
Yeah.
like I know like a lot of like of those fast food places were closed, especially like right after COVID, because they
Mhm.
just didn't have the manpower to do so.
Right.
But at least just say we're closed
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Saturdays now. And if anything, be open on Saturday and not on like what Wednesday or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like
I don't know either. It was a weird thing, but I ended up just stopping at Wendy's instead, and that line was like super long and shit. I was just like, this is
because everybody was like, "Damn, Taco
Yeah.
Bell's closed."
Exactly. So yeah, fast food places are just flip the table sometimes. Like, but anyway, those of you watching right now, thank you all for doing so. If you're not watching live, know that you can watch us live on twitch.tv/Creatia World. And while you're there, subscribe to us. You can do that for free if you have Amazon Prime, because if you have Amazon Prime, that means you have Prime Gaming, and therefore you get a free Twitch subscription every month. You got to re-up it every month. They don't do it automatically, but please throw it our way. If not, give it to another Twitch streamer that you would like to support, because we all appreciate the support, need the support, and it means a lot to us. You can also catch us live on YouTube and later on YouTube at youtube.com/Creatia World. You go there, you can subscribe for free. Doesn't cost you a dime. That helps us out tremendously as well. Leave a comment there too, because that boosts us up in the algorithm, gets us out there in front of more people. And while you're there, you can also see that little bell next to a little bean underneath it. You flick that bean. You do that, and you can also get notified every time we go live, every time we drop something new, all that good stuff. And speaking of flicking that bean, another place you need to watch us is on at Pornhub. At pornhub.com/Malice/Creatia World is actually the Warden Matt British favorite place for you all to watch us. And it makes him happy to see those numbers go up and see our model ranking get higher on Pornhub for absolutely no reason. And if you want to support us financially, the best way to do that is patreon.com/Creatia World. You go there and you can support us monetarily for just $1. You can get like extra stuff that we do, like Return to Wrestling with myself and the Warden Matt Ritter, where we're going through old WCW stuff. We're making our way. We just finished Starrcade 1997, which is without a doubt the biggest pay-per-view in WCW history. We just got there, and things are picking up, having a great fucking time. You can also get Multiverse with myself and Mara the Shark Watkins. We're watching animated cartoon movies, having a great time talking about those. Last one we did was Flashpoint Paradox, which I think is a better choice if you're going to watch a Flash movie as opposed to the one that just came out a couple months ago. So do that. And then you can also get this show and our other shows ad-free by going to patreon.com/Creatia World. We'll tell you more about that later. But for now, Bridget, it is
music time.
Hell yeah.
So let's get into the news. What's going on, Matt? Good to see you. No, I have not fucked the bear yet. Just give me time. Give me some time.
Just give me some time.
I'll make sure to do it just for you.
Yeah, that's the reason.
All right. So, speaking of fucking a bear in Baldur's Gate 3, though, they're doing big things. So, Baldur's Gate 3 is already one of Steam's highest concurrent player counts ever now. Earlier, when it first launched, it had reached 500,000 concurrent players. That is just people on Steam playing the game at the exact same time.
Wow.
Over 500,000 people. That was launch day. However, it's gone up since then. So let's talk about it. This article comes from Eurogamer, written by Vicky Blake. So we already know that highly anticipated D&D role player Baldur's Gate 3 was doing well on Steam. It had racked up an impressive player peak of more than 472,000 people in its first day on sale. But it's now one of Steam's most successful games ever. According to SteamDB, as of this morning, which was yesterday, Baldur's Gate 3 has broken into Steam's top 10 most played games. It has amassed a staggering 712,281 concurrent players, becoming Steam's 9th biggest game in terms of concurrent player counts. This means Baldur's Gate 3 has now eclipsed concurrent Steam player peaks for games like Valheim, Goose Goose Duck, and Respawn's Apex Legends. So once you get past Apex Legends, you know you're doing big things over there.
Literally.
Baldur's Gate 3 is currently the second most played game of the last 24 hours behind only Steam stalwart CSGO, which nobody's going to touch it. That's just not going anywhere. We're taking our time getting our Baldur's Gate 3 review together, blah, blah, that doesn't matter. But yeah, so 712,000 concurrent players on Steam. That's actually not even the highest of the year, though, Bridget. One other game this year was higher than that. Can you guess what that game might have been?
On Steam?
Yeah.
I have no God of War. Was that on PC?
No.
Maybe
PlayStation.
Is that even this year?
That was last year.
I was like, wait, that would have been last year.
I did finish it this year, but it came out last year.
Hold on, let me think. I know the answer to this.
You probably do. And if you don't think of it, I tell you, you're going to be like, oh, well, of course.
I know. That's why I'm going to get mad, though. Let me think. What came out this year that I probably got?
Think of big properties, not even just a video game property, but big property overall.
I don't know. I give up. What is it? Oh, Harry Potter.
Yeah. Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Not Harry Potter. I'm sorry. Hogwarts Legacy.
Hogwarts Legacy had the biggest concurrent player count this year. I want to say it was over 800,000 concurrent players.
Jeez,
I don't know what the exact number is. Hogwarts Legacy? Oh, yeah.
Okay. I gotcha.
Yeah. I streamed the first couple hours of it too.
I gotcha.
But yeah. It actually doing quite well. I'm looking at it on OpenCritic right now, which is basically Rotten Tomatoes for video games.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a 94 on OpenCritic, and the top critic average. 100% of critics recommend it. So 100% certified fresh is what it would be on Rotten Tomatoes if you were, looking at it. People
really like that universe. So
yeah, it's great, and that's the thing.
It's great. Yeah.
The only game this year, like I said, that got more concurrent players was a fucking Harry Potter game, which is like one of the biggest properties in the world. But this little nerdy ass RPG.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of hidden nerds out there, honestly. But yeah, that's
I love that this nerdy ass game is getting the kind of love that it deserves. Because oh man, I fucking love D&D. I don't know if you knew that about me.
I did.
We got a few things out here I want to point out, some of the critics let's see what some of them are saying. Let me pull that up. The critic reviews here. So IGN. On the whole, I really am loving Baldur's Gate 3 so far. Where is this? That review is long. I'm not going to read that whole thing. Never mind. Games Radar. For now, suffice to say, Baldur's Gate 3 feels a little bit like Larian has accomplished the impossible. This is an entire years-long pen and paper role-playing campaign realized in beautiful fidelity in a way that brings every tiny detail of your mind's eye to life. And honestly, that's how I feel when I'm playing it. When I'm not playing Baldur's Gate 3, I'm thinking about Baldur's Gate 3 and decisions I made and how I could have done things differently and what I want to do next and where I want to go next and who I need to find, who I need to meet and all that kind of shit. I found a fucking dog, Bridget, and I'm pretty sure that dog is going to be in my camp when we camp and do a long rest, and I'm so excited for that dog. There's a baby owlbear I ran into. His mama was tripping, and it's like, if I kill the mama, do I get to keep the baby owlbear? I'm just these are the things that run through my head, and I'm like, do I go back and find that owlbear mama and kill her and see if I can take the baby?
Give me your baby.
Because I feel like that's what would happen if I try it.
Yeah. Probably.
Or at least I would get the option to do so. I'm very curious. And to be fair, the mama owlbear has killed a lot of people.
Okay, yeah. And then so you're saving the baby.
Exactly. I'm performing a public service.
Yeah. Okay, whatever.
Don't worry about why she killed those people. All right, don't.
It's gonna
Don't
be
worry
like
about
the
all
whole
that.
like elephant situation all
No need
over
to focus on the wrong details.
again.
Let's see what else is a good one here. Here's one from Attack of the Fanboy. Baldur's Gate 3 shocks me with its high level of player freedom found in customizations, decisions, and consequences, and the compelling stories, both micro and macro, mixed with the expansive gameplay possibilities.
Yeah, it seems like it's they worked really hard on that game to make it so that D&D, especially D&D, like fans would really appreciate it.
Yes, forced adoption for their own good.
Forced adoption. Yep.
But yeah, there's plenty of it's all positive. Literally, all these critic reviews are positive. I have not even seen one just being a
Nobody's
contrarian
bitching.
just because. Yeah,
Yeah.
like got a 96 here from Hobby Consulus. Gaming Bolt gave it a 10 out of 10. Worth Playing gave it a 9 out of 10. Gamers Heroes gave it a 100 out of 100. It's just they're all good, and then the rest of them are like review pending because they're doing like review in progress because it's so fucking big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Screen Rant, Baldur's Gate 3 is impressing in stature, and its best moments are truly memorable, but some early issues with scale suggest an uneven experience. So that's like the most non-positive thing I've seen so far.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, that's what's happening with Baldur's Gate 3. And honestly, Bridget, I need you to get on in there. Like, have some
I
fun.
have too much shit going on.
I mean,
but
it has
I understand,
multiplayer.
though.
You can go in veteran with me. We could have a great fucking time. And yeah, I'm not saying you need to go ahead and get that PC ready to go, but you need to go ahead and get that PC ready to go.
I mean, I need you to level up so that by the time I do like get on, you can just carry me through the game.
Here's the thing: if you hop in and just start with new thing, I have no problem starting over with another character. Like that's how much fun this really would be anyway, because I can play something completely different than what I'm playing right now. I'm playing a Dragonborn monk right now. I can come in with a fighter, with a sorcerer, with a paladin, with a rogue. There's so many things that I can do and be completely different.
Yeah. I'm scared to just be like consumed because I just get that's who I am, and it would
let it consume you.
I don't want to be consumed right now.
As I sit in the background, like good. Tell you, it's how I feel every time I get somebody new into Dungeons and Dragons, and they realize, oh, this is a whole thing, and now this is my life. I'm like, yep.
You're welcome. Yep.
It was like getting people to watch Game of Thrones back in the day. Same thing. Same thing.
Yeah.
But okay, people. I just want to remind you all right now that if you're watching us on patreon.com/creationworld, you can get this show and our other stuff completely ad-free, no ads whatsoever. You don't have to hear us talk about things like, dog.com or, Adam and Eve or W, all that good stuff. But since those of you right now are not doing that, you got to see these ads. So hit them ads.
Take it.
To spice things up in the bedroom, then it's time to check out Adam and Eve. Because you see, Adam and Eve is the leading adult toy store that offers a wide range of products to help you explore your sexual desires. Whether you're looking for something to use solo or with a partner, they have everything you need to satisfy your cravings. From vibrators to lingerie, bondage gear to lubricants, AdamandEve.com has it all. And the best part, you can shop with confidence, knowing that all their products are of high quality and backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, penis ring, vibrator, anal sex toy, bondage toy, couples toy, lube, or accessory, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. No questions asked. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Adam and Eve is giving you 50% off almost any item on their website. That's right, 50% off. And if you act now, you'll also get free shipping. So go to adamandeve.creationworld.com and use the offer code erotica at checkout. That's erotica at adamandeve.creationworld.com for 50% off almost any item and free shipping. Don't wait. This offer won't last very long. The link is in the description. Attention, dog lovers. Are you looking for high quality products to spoil your furry friend? Then you need to check out dog.com. Because you see, dog.com is the go-to online store for all your dog-related needs. They offer a huge selection of dog food, treats, beds, and more. Plus, they have products for all types of dogs, from puppies to seniors and everything in between. And the best part, you can shop with confidence knowing that all their products are made with your dog's health and happiness in mind. Dog.com only stocks top-rated brands that you can trust, so you can rest easy knowing your dog is getting the best. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Dog.com is doing a big warehouse clearance sale. And all you have to do is go to dog.creationworld.com and you can get up to 80% off on all sorts of items like toys, treats, bones, harnesses, bowls, leashes, and anything else you can think of. So go to dog.creationworld.com and take advantage of this sale right now. Spoil your furry friend with the best products from dog.creationworld.com today. Link is in the description. Are you tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try Dubby, the ultimate energy source. Dubby is a powerful, clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, Dubby can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, Dubby is made with high quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash jitters or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix Dubby with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to dubby.creationworld.com and order your Dubby today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at w.creationworld.com for 10% off. Try Dubby today and feel the difference. The link is in the description. And we are back. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Actually, I would like to watch a trailer. How's that sound?
Let's do it.
All right. Did you play the original Red Dead Redemption?
I watched it get played.
Gotcha.
So by proxy, yes.
Gotcha. Well, this is a trailer because they're bringing that to some more current gen stuff.
Oh, everybody loves doing that.
Mm-hmm.
That's very Rockstar too, isn't it?
Yep. Here we go.
My name's John Marston. I'm here to bring two men to justice. Bill Williamson, Javier Escuela.
I know one thing, Senor Marston. If you are to have your own way, force must be used. Find out where he's cowering! Get him, boys!
Your wife and son are doing well. Let's try to ensure things stay that way.
Still looks like it, pretty old, but it looks better than I expected it to.
Yeah.
We got to stop.
When did it come out?
Ooh, do not remember. It was on the
Ages
PS3.
ago. Oh God! Wow. Yeah.
Let's see. Look that up.
I hope they handle it a little better than the GTA ones, like just specifically. I don't remember which GTA it was, but it was like a little glitchy.
Oh, when they did like they kind of guess remade or remastered
Yeah, the remaster of the
the
like
trilogy. It did
ones.
3 Vice City and San Andreas.
Okay. Yeah, I think San Andreas was the one where it was like, ew, like what's going on? Something is off.
Initial release date of Red Dead Redemption was May 10th of 2010.
Wow, I was in 11th grade.
Mm.
Wow, that's crazy.
I was in Tallahassee.
Mm.
Okay. Oh, that's what that is. What the hell was that noise? Got it. Our next trailer was just playing on its own. All right. We'll get back to that. We got another story here. So the WGA and AMPTP had a meeting, but there were no new negotiations set yet. This was on Friday. They had this meeting. So in their first meeting since the strike began, Writers Guild of America and Hollywood studio negotiators hit the same stalemate over 2 key TV-related contract proposals from the guild as its work stoppage stretches into its 4th month. A much anticipated meeting between WGA chief negotiator Ellen Stutzman and WGA West General Counsel Tony Siegel ran about an hour on Friday afternoon at the Sherman Oaks headquarters of the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. Sources said the WGA duo made clear that the guild will not bend on proposals to establish minimum staffing levels in episodic TV and a guaranteed minimum number of weeks of employment. The AMPTP has called these proposals non-starters and gave no indication on Friday that they're prepared to change that position. The SAG-AFTRA strike, which began on July 14th, has added another complicated factor in negotiations with the writers. Sources said Stutzman and Siegel indicated that even if the WGA gets a deal, writers will still want to honor all picket lines. That would essentially mean that no one can return to work until both strikes are resolved. That irked some on the management side who saw that as adding an additional demand on top of the issues already on the table. Representative for AMPTP and WGA did not immediately respond to requests for comment. On Friday night, the WGA sent a message to members responding to studio leaked rumors of the contents of the confidential meeting. The guild provided its own summary of the meeting in which it confirmed that the studios remain unwilling to engage on the issues related to TV writers' rooms. Additionally, the AMPT is unwilling to discuss a viewership-based residual, which is another key concern for writers, among other issues. Here's a quote. On behalf of the Guild, Ellen reiterated the expectation that all the fundamental issues over which writers have been striking these past 3 months will be addressed in this new contract, and that no segment of the membership would be left behind, the Guild stated. The union also confirmed that it is seeking the right to honor other unions' picket lines, which is a term currently provided in the Teamsters contract. In the meeting, Stutzman also raised issues arising from the strike, including an extension of health benefits and additional funding for the health plan. According to the union, Carol Lambardini, there we go. The CEO of AMPTP said 3 times during the meeting, people just want to get back to work. We agree that the caveat that those conditions that have made writers' jobs increasingly untenable must first be addressed, the union stated. Let's see. A source close to the situation said the sides expect to be back in communication in the coming days after WGA and AMPT leaders discuss Friday's gathering with their respective constituents. A source described the mood in the AMPTP meeting room as a little stiff, but not so tense that near-term negotiations are impossible. So there's like I said, there's a lot more to this. I'm not going to read this whole thing,
Yeah.
but yeah. So they met on Friday. Nothing got resolved, but they're like, "Yo, this is what we want. Like, we're not going to budge on these things." And of course, the studio is just like, "Well, we're not going to budge either." Blah blah blah. Because we
Right.
also heard that their strategy is basically to stall them out until people start losing their apartments and houses and all that kind of stuff, and they're forced to come back. We'll see how that works out because there's still folks to get support from others and all that kind of stuff too. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
It's tough. It's been 4 months at this point, and especially as like non-union members hoping that they can like help. Like, in what ways can they help? And even by canceling your like subscriptions to these places, it still probably wouldn't make enough of a dent.
Right. Not soon enough. No.
Yeah, and not soon enough. It's like trying to save the earth. Like people are like, like I'm done. I don't know. What's something that you can do? Like using plastic bottles, but there's just so much plastic. But one person doing something like that does not help the main cause. Like you can't fix it with just one type of thing. But I don't think they're gonna give in. I do think they're willing to drag this out because and they deserve the what they're asking for. It's really quite simple, I feel like, and
especially
very
after
greedy.
especially after we just got word, I think it was last week, that Netflix had like a record number of subscriptions now because
because of their dumb little thing. It should just create more incentive to like what are you doing with all this money? Like you can easily give them what they want without really losing, so
it's a control thing though. That's what it's about. It's not about the money itself. It's about the control they feel like they're giving up if they do that. And being able to control Hollywood and all that kind of thing. Like these things work because we make them work, and you're going to do it the way we want to do it. And keeping control of it is how, they stay in power.
And it's bigger than just their own, like their rights and stuff, because, with AI in the picture, it just makes it even scarier. So,
Right. All right. So got another one here. Star of The Office is refunding Kickstarter backers over stalled Stanley spinoff. So while he still hopes to make Uncle Stan, The Office star Leslie David Baker is responding to criticism of the spinoff's long development process by refunding Kickstarter backers. Uncle Stan, the planned series that would have seen Leslie David Banner return to the role of The Office's Stanley Hudson, appears to be functionally dead. Baker told Variety this week that while he still hopes to complete the project, he plans to refund money to backers who supported the project on Kickstarter in 2020. When the project made more than $300,000. In the time since, there have been virtually no updates as to the status of the project, which got off to a sluggish start due to COVID-19 lockdowns. According to a statement, Baker has been working on the project all along and just not sharing progress updates with the public. The refunds then are more a gesture of good faith. After all, $300,000 is a lot, but it was likely never enough to make a series, especially one starring a bunch of known actors. Then an admission that the project is dead. Still, for some, the lack of updates had long since given the impression the project would never materialize. We apologize about the delay in updates, Baker wrote in a statement. We have been working behind the scenes to get everything on track and rewards fulfilled. We're just as excited as all of you to get the project out and truly appreciate all of your patience and support. The project took longer than anticipated due to circumstances beyond our control. Baker also claims that while the project earned $336,450.53, he actually only received a hair over $110,000 after Kickstarter platform fees and failed or uncollected pledges. That would represent an astonishingly 2/3 of the budget that was never actually collected. signaling a huge number of failed transactions.
Damn.
Broadly speaking, the platform's commission and payment processing fees should cost less than 10%. In this case, around $34,000. There are less reliable numbers on how frequently consumer payments fail, but anecdotally, this writer has run 2 successful campaigns in the last 3 years, raising a total of around $14,000, and only about $400 worth of payments, significantly less than 10%, failed.
Jeez.
Initial delays were caused because of the COVID lockdowns and pushed us back further than expected, Baker added. As things started returning to normal, we commenced reward fulfillment and pre-production. The WGA strike was announced, causing us to put things on hold again, right? And now the actors are on strike too. So as you are all aware, SAG is now on strike, and we will continue to be on hold indefinitely until an agreement is reached. We stand in solidarity with those in the entertainment industry and will do our part in supporting WGA and SAG during these times. But yeah, did you even hear about this project to begin with?
No, I did not. Did you watch? Are you an Office person?
Oh yes, I love The Office.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched most of it. You know, at the end, I was like, okay, I was like, I can't commit to this. I think for me, it was one of those like producers being like, all right, let's make more. But the story just, it should have ended a little.
It wasn't what it should have been, especially that last season. But even then, I was still able to find things I loved about that last season too.
Well, that's good.
But yeah, so him coming back, playing Stanley, the whole Uncle Stan thing. So let me see. Created by Sardar Khan, Uncle Stan was not an officially licensed Office spinoff, which some critics thought at the time could cause Baker problems. Instead, it centered around a retired Uncle Stan living in the tropical paradise that's is interrupted by the sudden arrival of his nephew. Because I don't know if you said you saw some of the end. Stanley retired and moved to Florida.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So you can check out the official synopsis for Uncle Stan here. So when Lucky picks up his uncle at LAX in a motorcycle with a sidecar laden with flowers and no room for his luggage, Uncle Stan knows that he will be in for quite the adventure and challenge. With his unique personality and business acumen that he has acquired over decades, Stan is sure to clash once or twice with the wild personalities that Lucky has working in the shop. With his lady friend and soon-to-be fiance completely in the dark, Uncle Stan must take swift action to make sure that not only his nephew comes out on top, but that he is able to maintain some semblance of his previously comfortable lifestyle moving forward. So that's what
honestly, spinoffs, in my opinion, I can't think of one that I've watched and I'm like, glad they did this. Better Call Saul. Okay, that's a good one. But there's like a sea of bad ones, like what's that? What's the fucking like Jamie 101? Like there's a spinoff of that like Nickelodeon show, and I'm like, or was it Disney? I don't know which one it was on.
I don't even know what show you're talking about.
Nobody wants their favorite child stars old now, or to watch that. Like, what have they been doing? We don't care. Or like Lizzie McGuire, I think, had one, and I did not watch it.
Fuller House was great.
Fuller, really?
If you enjoyed Full House, you will enjoy Fuller House.
The thing is, what I would really want is like Cursed now. I loved The Cosby Show, so fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Fuck me, I guess.
And like thing with Full House, like the Fuller House thing, like I was concerned because the Olsen twins were not going to be in it. But looking back, as far as like the stories of the shows and all that kind of stuff, they didn't really contribute much to that.
Yeah,
they were there to be cute.
Toddlers, yeah.
They were there to be cute. Like that's
they were, I get it.
And they brought in more cute babies instead, and we're fine.
Yeah, so it just worked out.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like it would have been nice to have one of them. We'll have
yeah.
Either,
they could have even put
Michelle
Elizabeth in there. Probably could have
played Michelle. You just have their sister play Michelle. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I don't think it's actually going to happen. I didn't think it was going to happen to begin with, but even when the Kickstarter was going, I'm like, this will never happen.
A Kickstarter is never a good lead on a fucking, you know, side quest for a show. So, but can we talk about the fight?
Oh, you wanna talk about the coming of the
the brawl,
the throwdown in Montgomery? Is that what
literally?
you want?
I mean, we don't have to, but we could maybe just you and me later. But
you can. I mean, what you just?
I watched it last night, and I was like, I was in shock. Literally, like the hat throw, the bat symbol of the hat throw. You know, like like
the memes,
and I didn't even know that the guy was like the black guy was a security guard.
Yeah, he was a security guard. He was telling them they needed to move their boat because the actual like people he worked for or whatever had to park their boat there. You're like, you can't park here. And there was a whole thing, them going back and forth, and then one of them came up and just boom, attacked him. And
it just looked so I didn't even watch it I did watch it with sound, like somebody was recording it, and I was like, this looks bad. Like just like visually, all these white guys on this black guy. I'm like, this does not look good. But then like the cavalry came, and I was like, oh my god.
Like the dude that jumped in the water and swam across the
it was over by the time we got there, but the effort.
No, it wasn't. It continued after that. There's more video apparently that you didn't see.
Oh shit. Well, I'm glad that did
you see the chair?
I don't think I did.
Oh, there was a swinging of a chair. Like we got. There's more. I need to send you. I'm gonna.
Yeah, like that shit was wild.
There's more for you to see.
How can they expect this to like? What were they thinking? Yeah, like one person brawling a security guard, sure, but like the rest of the crew coming in, were they even like friends with this white guy? They just came.
So you, like I said, you didn't see the rest of it clearly because then just a whole group of the black folks gathered came in to help.
Right,
and there was they were throwing hands, and like somebody had a chair, and this dude whacked the fuck out of somebody here. Somebody that was on the ground right there, he got arrested. We all like, all right, look, we need to go put our funds together, put a GoFundMe to get him out because he did that for the culture.
Literally, it's like I'm like, well, this is just going to be a national holiday at this point. Like literally, black people were just like, no, you don't. This is not. I'm sorry, like this is not gonna go the way that you think it.
Exactly. So
yeah, I'm really just very happy that nobody got shot. Like that had that could have been something that happened. So I'm really happy that it didn't. But
it's funny, like seeing the video, there were cops there, and a lot of it felt like they were kind of like, okay, stop, but not really doing it like. Wait, stop.
Hold on. Let's just see what happened.
Don't beat the shit out of him no more. Okay, I'll stop you now if you got like 4 more hits in.
yeah. It's kind of like me with my kid when he's crying at night. I'm like, let me just 2 more and then I'll go in there. Maybe he'll fall back asleep.
Like let me make sure there's actually a real thing before we.
Right. Damn, that shit was wild. Anyway, I just wanted to get that out.
I understand.
And it felt newsy, so
it was quite newsy, and the memes have not stopped. There's plenty to share. I don't know if you have seen my page and the meme that I've shared
on Facebook. I'm like, yes, and TikTok has just taken it and ran.
Yeah.
So that's what excites us, I think.
It was the unity,
the Black Power, quite literally.
Yes, as Queen Latifah said, the UNITY,
Yeah. She does not age, by the way.
At all.
That's good.
All right. We got one more trailer here.
All right.
So we'll do this and then we'll end things. As soon as it pops on up. Looks like got a connection speed thing happening with StreamYard again. Come on, let's go.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
Come on, StreamYard, get your act together. I don't know if you saw the one picture, the meme with the dude that swam across. They calling him Aquaman.
Not Aquaman. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's people are so creative.
There's plenty. Let me
Dang.
see what else I got here.
That's wild.
Come on, StreamYard, get it
You
together.
can do it. No, what's silly though is that even with that like fast food article, I'm like, I could go for some Wendy's. It's like, wait, I'm not supposed to want. Oh shit. Yeah, I've seen one like the bat symbol, and it's like the hat.
Yeah. But yeah, I could always go for some Wendy's. I like that pretzel bun bacon burger thing they got is delicious.
Yeah.
I've gotten
I'm
to a
not
point where I
one
think
for
I
Taco
would.
Bell though. I just
I
makes my
love
tummy
Taco
hurt.
Bell. Yeah. I mean, there's consequences, but
That's what people always say. Like Chipotle will make you like shit water, and I'm like, have you heard of Taco Bell? Like, that's the one that I'm.
I mean, both of them will do it. Taco Bell is worse, but the thing
Yeah.
is, there's consequences, and I accept those consequences.
Yeah,
That's just kind of
you go in kind of knowing already what's gonna happen.
Yeah, like this is just what it is, and let me see. Try this again. Okay, it's looking like it's not gonna do it today. It's
Bummer.
Come on, StreamYard.
You can do it. Oh,
There we go. There we go. All right.
Wait, there was a season 1.
Oh, you didn't see the group show?
No.
Oh, it's really a bunch of shorts of just Groot being like baby Groot being super cute.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's cute. I get it.
I am Groot. I am Groot. Oh.
Oh wow. Damn. Wow.
But yeah, that's all it is. Just a bunch of shorts of baby Groot being super cute baby Groot. That's all it is.
I am one to like not like those types of things though. It's just I don't know, maybe it's me, but like the cute character that the companies use as the real money grabber, you know, like Olaf, for example, from Frozen. You know, the character, but Groot actually had some qualities to add to, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy. So I won't hate too much, but I'm not a huge fan of the merchandise character is what I call it. But yeah,
they're shorts. There's not like it's, you know, it's a commitment.
Yeah. I did like the Christmas one they did. It was good. The Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, Christmas special. Yeah,
that was
bacon.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. So.
Got it. All right, folks, I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget you can follow us on all the socials, you know, the Instagram, the TikTok, and it's still Twitter. I don't care what they say.
No, literally. I typed X into Google and it took a while for Twitter to come up. If you Google it, it's not even the first thing, which it should be. So I'm like, this is really bad.
Yes, Twitter. At It's Creatia World. At ITA. At ITSCREATIA World. Also on Facebook at Facebook.com/Creatia World. And while you're there, check out our Facebook groups. One of them being Facebook.com/group/Them Dragons. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon, drop those memes in there. Let's talk about the shows in there too. But if you like dragons, just put in a cool picture of a dragon. That'll make me happy. It's great. Do that. Also, if you're a wrestling fan, you want to go to Facebook.com/group/SmackingItRaw. That is the official podcast for the number one wrestling, the official Facebook group for the number one wrestling podcast on Pornhub, the Smacking It Raw podcast, which is moving to a new night every Saturday night now at midnight, 11 p.m. Central Time, with the Ward Matt Ritter, Vince Day Delgado, Katie Kinsey Bebe. Come in there, watch them right here, all the same place you watch us, and have a great time. Also, don't forget you can follow me on both Twitter and Instagram at Lord_Cussalott. That is at LORD_CUSSALOTT. Big Beansy, where can they find you? Tell you about what you got going on and all that good stuff.
Well, you can find me on Twitter at Hexdraws. You can find me on Instagram at Hexpanda. And yeah, one day I will upload lots of art, and yeah,
one day.
It's one day. It'll happen.
One day.
It'll happen.
Just you keep saying,
Yeah, it'll happen though.
Right after Uncle Stan comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, got you.
Exactly.
All right, Bridget, thanks for being here. And thank you all for watching. We'll see y'all next time. Until then, though, we out.
Bye.